If you were to tell me that we'll get somebody carded in this episode, as well as a maximum summon, as well as a confrontation that Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is set in the past, I wouldn't have believed you. This episode was quite packed, and to be honest, that has been the case for the past 5 episodes, not just 3, 5. Well, the arc began in episode 52 and all the episodes have been really enjoyable and really nice, and they've introduced many things into the plot, many interesting facts like Yuki changing core, Yuga gets involved into the plot of Go Rush even more than what he did in arc 3. Otis is part of the story. Will we finally get some information about Otis? I hope so. It's been 3 years since this whole spiel has started, and we still have nothing about Otis. We still know nothing about him. On the topic of the duel, I think the duel, I really enjoyed the duel, and I really liked the result. I really like that we got a maximum summon. I like that Goha Yuna had her own deck. I liked her cards. Well, I mean, not really, but I still enjoyed the cards. There was one card that looked like Roman, I guess, which was cool. The result wasn't expected. I really like that they tried to finish Goha Yuna's story arc in this episode. Not that they tried to finish it, but it kinda ended with her loss and her getting carded. Which hopefully we'll get more from Goha Yuna, but even if we don't, I'm still happy with from what we've gotten to this point. In this episode, we saw Goha Yuna trying to progress through her hero's story, or whatever the circle is called. You've probably seen that picture. They were trying to cover this in this episode, and I really like that she wasn't thinking of herself as perfect, and she tried to confront some of these issues, but something that I really liked is that she didn't manage to change in a snap of a finger, and she didn't manage to win the duel after she changed her mind and she tried to change for the better. That didn't happen with the snap of a finger, which I quite enjoyed, since that was quite realistic, because as you grow older, many things don't happen as you want them to be, and yeah, it was quite nice to see. Another thing is that we got the confrontation that Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is in the past and Yu-Gi-Oh! 7th is the present, I guess. And from what I can get as an information as a whole from Go Rush and 7th, it has to be something like 2 generational gap. It at least would make sense to me if that was the case, since in Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush they have cable television and they have generic stuff that could be part of 20th century, but nothing further than that. Mid 20th century, I guess. And it couldn't be one generational gap, because Atachi Mimi had to exist, and Atachi Mimi doesn't exist in Go Rush, so yeah. Another thing that I thought once I've watched the episode with subtitles is that potentially we know Yuga's mom, at least her name, but happily I checked, and my fear was, well, fortunately I don't need to fear anything. If you've read the Yu-Gi Arc 5 manga until chapter 45, which was the ending, you know what I'm trying to say right here, or if you don't, well, even though it was once again obvious, Goha Yuna uses slight attribute, which refers to her hair and all that jazz, and it was cool to see, her own thoughts, her fighting with her thoughts, or trying to confront them, not really fighting, but trying to change. That was quite enjoyable. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. I've been really enjoying this arc as a whole. I mean, it's been only 3 episodes, and from what we've already experienced beforehand, it will probably continue for 10 more episodes, and hopefully it's that good. Hopefully the arc is that consistent as the first 3 episodes, but we've watched something like 150 episodes from Studio Bridges Yu-Gi-Oh! And that hasn't happened yet, unfortunately, where they have 10 consistent episodes in a row, or just a general story that's interesting to me in general. Having the monolith in this arc and getting people carded is one thing, but another thing is that the monolith is in the use of that. So it would be very cool to see if we're going to get Otis in the future. You know, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, it's been 3 years since this whole spiel has started and we still know nothing about Otis. Alright, let's talk a little about the next episode, which is going to be a Komar episode, which I once again like. You know, I didn't expect stakes in this episode in the first place. I enjoyed that, but I also enjoyed the part, more slice of life-ish part of Go Rush, and you know, I would hopefully enjoy the next episode as well, where we'll get probably introduced to more characters or just have more character interaction in general with the main cast, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I guess this is going to do it with a video. I've tried to record it quite a few times and I've probably forgot to say quite a few things in this recording, but this is going to do it for the video. Let me know your thoughts on Go Rush 7's this episode. Maybe you have some thoughts what is going to happen in the near future. Maybe you have some theories. You know, you can share them down in the comments below. But anyways, that's going to do it with the video. I'm supposed to work on a bigger video on my Plebs Exit channel, but I'm too lazy to for some reason. So yeah, bye.